Our student speakers this year were elected by the graduating students, and I would like to thank the Graduate Student Council for organizing the selection process. Our first speaker is Evelyn Zablah, who is a master's student in the Master of Arts in Liberal Studies program. Evelyn.
So I found why we have to wear long sleeves. This is where I kept my speech this whole time. Good afternoon, distinguished faculty members, parents, and friends, fellow graduates. I want to start my speech today by saying surprise to my family. Yes, I'm giving this speech. First and foremost, I want to praise God for providing me the opportunity of being here and allowing me to proceed with the word that follow. On behalf of all graduates assembled here, I would like to thank our faculty, staff members, our parents, family, and friends. We're eternally grateful for all your help and support. We would not be here today without you. My path to Dartmouth began many years ago when I received an email asking if I wanted to volunteer as a translator for a medical mission in my home country, El Salvador. Little did I know that a month later, I was going to be asked to be the coordinator for that same mission. Now, 4 years later, I have volunteered in more than 16 medical missions serving the most in need around the world. And it was this work that inspired me to apply to Dartmouth. And today, I am honored to stand here as one of the many graduating students. And though I'm not able to share the stage with each one of you, I have asked for you to send me some of the remarks of your best moments in grad school at Dartmouth. So for Judith Endresol, it was re-entering into academia that animated her intellectual life at a whole new, exhilarating level. For Jason Lackman, it was meeting the love of his life. For Lara Jean, her experience was highlighted by the road trip she took with Professor Renza with her classmates to see the Bob Dylan concert, and by getting married at the DOC house. For Radaya Alfili, it was the long nights she spent perfecting her thesis. And I'm sure we could go on making a list of the best moments here at Dartmouth, and it's in all of these moments that our class of 2017 came to life. I spent the last week thinking, what have I learned that could serve as a mere inspiration to all of you today? And let me tell you, I struggle more writing this speech than finishing my thesis. So I come here today not with a scholar wisdom, though I really hope I learned some of that after my master's, but I come here with a little world of practical wisdom. We're all graduating from one of the best institutions, and today, we become ambassadors of Dartmouth College around the world. We all hold now a great responsibility. It was here at Dartmouth when somebody once asked me, "How religious are you?" I honestly remember feeling very confused by this question. How religious am I? Should I say a number? Am I at 8.7, a 4.1? If I was grading myself, would I give a high pass? Would I even have a pass? I debated this question for a very long time, and it wasn't until thinking of today that I understood exactly what I was here at Dartmouth for. I was here to be challenged, and I was. I was challenged by all my professors and by my peers. I was challenged by everyone and by that one person who asked me to measure my religion. Today, I know the answer. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I can measure how black, white, or purple I am, though I hope we're all a little bit greener because of Dartmouth. It doesn't matter how Latin or Arabic I am. I learned that even if I could measure all these things, numbers and categories will never be enough to define me, because we're all more than that. We're all more than numbers and statistics. We should always be learning something new, always changing, always redefining ourselves. You see, being able to break the numbers and to start all over again is the true beauty of humanity. Today, we break those numbers again. We're not 150 graduating students. We're just a group of humans ready to change the world. So travel as much as you can and explore the world and its millions of cultures firsthand. We may not be perfect and our numbers may not match, but let's make the world watch us improve. Today is a day to celebrate our success, to dream about the future, and to smile because we made it. Congratulations to the first class of the School of Graduate and Advanced Studies.
Our second speaker is a PhD student from the Department of Genetics, which is now newly named Molecular and Systems Biology, Gilbert Rahme. Come on up.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to be here with you and address my fellow colleagues and our lovely families on this marvelous day. I would like to start by congratulating you, my fellow colleagues, for your hard work on this milestone. Today is a dream come true, a dream we made come true. And today, we celebrate all the marvelous successes that we have achieved in graduate school. But we must also recognize all the failures we encountered on our path to victory. Be it a failed mouse experiment, a paper that was so bad we had to start over again, or a class that we barely passed. These failures have taught us to stand up every time we were knocked down, and they have shaped every single one of us to be the beacon of knowledge we are today, graduating from a top Ivy League institution. I believe it is important to recognize, however, that our education does not stop here regardless of what we do when we leave. Education is a lifelong journey, a style of life that by virtue of accepting today's degrees, we have agreed to embark on. We will forever be learning and educating. We will forever be stimulating our minds and the minds of the people we interact with. And through our imagination and creativity, we will build the knowledge that will be tomorrow's facts and that will change the world to become a better place. In coming to Dartmouth from my beloved country of Lebanon, I didn't know what to expect. I left everything behind, all my friends, my family, all to pursue my dream of conducting cancer research. I'm going to be honest with you, it wasn't easy. And it's never easy to leave. But sometimes something inside you tells you this is the right thing to do. This is your path. And listening to that sound, whatever we may call it, is an incredibly difficult thing to do. Through the hardships of my coming to the United States, I found comfort in being warmly welcomed as an immigrant by Homeland Security officials. Some days more than others. I was warmly welcomed, no, this is for real, into the Dartmouth community from the older couple that helped me find the Dartmouth bus line stop at the Boston airport, the Dartmouth faculty, and the wonderful Dartmouth graduate students. And I was lucky enough to find that one of these graduate students who is sitting here amongst us is the best person anyone can ever meet, and I'm incredibly lucky to call her my wife today. Amy, I could not have done this without you, no way. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I can't wait for us to pursue our lives together and build a wonderful future, one that would make our families proud. My colleagues, do you remember the sense of excitement we had when we first accepted our offer to come to Dartmouth? And even before then, we were so excited, we loved this place. I mean, the beautiful campus, the breathtaking views, the foliage, the outdoor activities, the wonderful New Hampshire community, everything is just so perfect. In most schools, this feeling would wither away really quickly. but not here. We learn to love this wonderful place more and more with time, until suddenly reality hits us, and it's time to write our theses. It's time to move on. It's time to find where we're going to go next. And then suddenly, a sense of sadness comes to us. Little did I know, however, that it wasn't the place, really, the geography and the architecture in Dartmouth that I was going to miss. Albeit they're wonderful, they're great things. It is the beautiful interactions I have had with a diverse group of colleagues and the wonderful faculty that represent Dartmouth. Those are the things that I'm going to miss. In fact, Dartmouth imposes character traits that are forever imprinted in each and every one of us. It is for that reason I believe that Dartmouth is in us. Dartmouth is in our hearts. It is here, right here. And it is for that reason Dartmouth will forever be a part of who we are, and it is something to be extremely proud of. From this point forward, each and every single one of us is going to represent Dartmouth and the United States of America, regardless of where we come from and regardless of where we'll go. Those details simply don't matter. And it is our duty to do so to the best of our abilities every single day for the rest of our lives. So there is a burden on us, my colleagues. We will have to solve today's problems and tomorrow's problems. There's plenty of them. But fear not, for we have been trained extremely well, and we will succeed forever. Congratulations to everyone once again, and thank you so much.